The standard theory explanation for the magnetism is alignment or spin of electrons in the atoms that causes the north and south poles of the magnetism. Somehow I'm not convinced of that theory, how the alignment of electrons causes the magnetism. If you are convinced of the theory, that theory, you can skip the video. But what I found in my research is that magnetism is a concentration of charge at the north and south poles, and that is causing the magnetism. I will explain step by step what my theory is. When you take a generator and then this is going, this is the magnet, and then there's a loop, copper wire around it, and then if the magnet rotates within the loop, current flows once this way and then next time this way. It keep on alternating. That's how the alternate current gets generated. So depending on whether north pole is here or south pole is here, depending on if north pole is here, electrons come towards the north pole, and then if north pole goes this side, electrons go that side. So it's like a current goes this way and then the other way. It keep on alternating. So basically magnetic poles have the capacity to deflect the electrons. So they can either attract, or which pole is close to the wire, they could attract and then expel the electrons. So based on that, if we see a magnet, this is the iron bar, this is a just iron without any magnetism, and then if we bring two magnets, one this side with the north and south pole of that magnet towards the downside of this iron bar, and then the north pole of that magnet towards the top portion of that iron bar. So because the poles of the magnet have the capacity to attract or deflect the electrons, so what happens is when the south pole is here of the magnet, so electrons, because it repels the electrons, so the close to the whatever that atom top shell electrons, they get deflected little bit onto the upper side. So the top shell of subshell of electrons get will deform into a kind of elliptical orbit. So that makes it, because electrons are rotating, when you take a neutral atom, so this is the neutrons and protons, and this is the nucleus, and then this is the first cell and second cell. These are like almost like a neutral charge in here. But what happens when the outer shell got deformed into an elliptical shape? The nucleus is here, first cell is here, and then second cell got deformed, right? So then, because most of the nucleus is on one side, and then all the electron clouds are on the other side, so what happens is this part acts like a kind of a positive charge, additional positive charge, and this side will have a negative charge. So that's what happens when you bring a magnet to the iron bar. So all the atom, the first layer of this atom gets deformed, and then the positive charge will be on this side, and the negative charge will be on that side. So because there is a negative charge here, it deflects the electrons on the adjoining atom, and then that also deforms into the elliptical shape, and then they get attracted. Like this, everything will become elliptical shape, and then because this is north pole, that attracts the electrons. So electrons will be, this is the electron cloud, so this will be closer to that one, and then so everything get deformed as north and south poles, and then like so this is one layer, and every layer gets aligned like that, and then they get locked in. when the permanent magnet happens, they all get locked in, and that's how the magnet works. So why this way we can simply explain the if it is the magnet, this is the south and this is the north poles. So normally magnets don't exhibit any magnetism in the middle of the bar, because in the middle of this thing, because it's all neutral, because everything is neutral, that's why there is no magnetism on in the center. So in the north, this side, it's all negative charge, and then this is a positive charge. So this is where we see most of the magnetism work on the poles. So why these lines are bending? Those lines are bending because if we have all the north south poles of these atoms are together here, because south poles repel each other. So because there are so many south poles here, they kind of deflect each other away from each other. So that's why the magnetic lines are curved, separate from each other. So the same way the north pole is also kind of because it's all positive charge that get deflected. So magnet, when I say accumulation of charge that is causing the south and north poles, that doesn't mean like the material is getting ionized. So it totally it becomes neutral when I combined protons and neutrons in all the atoms, but because of the deformation of that topmost shell, the electron clouds will be more on this side, and the nucleus will be on the this side, downside. So this is how all the all the atoms are aligned like that, and then that ends up a positive charge on this side and then negative charge in this side, but the atoms are neutral. So it's not like if you connect wire, the current won't pass all by itself because they are not ionized material. Still it's a neutral object. So this is the theory I thought of in 2021, wrote an article, but thought maybe it's not. I thought like maybe something I could improve, but I kept on thinking that I couldn't able to improve theory. Finally, I'm posting it on online today. So have fun reading the article, and then if you're convinced, comment on this one. Thank you.